No, hey, I gotta add me to stage. So, since I just kicked off this live stream kind of randomly, I would just love to tell you about Bob, my best friend. Hey, Rich, everybody had a good day. Hope everybody, yes, good day, good day. Except for when I accidentally backed over the well, the drinking water well for the house, which is PVC plumbing, and I I gotta tell you, I am truly blessed that the guy, church member, same church. Well, anyhow, church fraternity. How do you say he's the same guy? Goes to the same church as I do. Anyhow, he's been doing work on my property. I told him I backed over the well. He said he'll be there in a couple minutes. I showed him pictures, took a picture of all the parts. Could have done it myself, but dude, when you got all the tools, all the skills, he knocked it out of the park. And less than an hour, we were back up and running with water in the house. So that was very nice. Anyhow, so definition knives. Believe it or not, none of the Launch 2 knives I have in my possession. I did handle the pre-production knives when I visited Dark, and we discussed what knives were going to be part of Launch 2. So I am familiar with the pre-production knives. And where is all of my good old people that drop and Hey Live Life and dang old Matt, how's it going? How's it going? That drop the links. So definitionknives.com. Johnny Three Bar, that's you. I've summoned you. That's great. You need to drop definitionknives.com in the chat. Let's see. I was just going to look. All right. I am actually printing right now in case you're wondering what's going on. I'll show you what I'm up to, what I'm doing, and I am printing, and we got Zanti Misfit. So I just got off the phone with Dark. Dark is not doing a video tonight, so no live stream with our buddy DLD After Dark. So yes, I am dancing on his grave. So I am that bad of a person, effectively. Um, so let's see what was I was just gonna look at is if see if this one guy is still live. No, I don't believe he's live. Is he live? Because I was going to tell you go sub his channel because he wants. Anyhow, the guy's channel is. I'll just share it. Let's see if I just click present and share screen, and let's do window. What the heck? You can see everything I got going on this window. Bowl. This guy over here, Theo's Guns. He just broke 700 subs. He'd love to break 1,000 subs. So if you guys could help him out, what the heck? I just feel like pimping that. Johnny Three Bar, thank you for dropping the definition knives and got my advocate glint guard in today. Cool. All right. And where is my mouse? There it is. All right, I'm going to remove that. I'll show you. I don't know if you're aware what Gridfinity is, but I'll like drop this here. And oh, okay. So are we? Let me make that full screen then, and I don't have to worry. Okay, so I got I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. I saw KB32 using it for the first time. So what this is this. Well, this is kind of like valve grinding compound. You put this in an AR receiver, upper receiver, and this part here trues up the face. So you put valve grinding compound on it, you spin it, and it trues up the AR face. It's supposed to increase accuracy. I got a roll away. I'm not using my roll away correctly, and I'm trying to better organize my tools. So Adam Savage from Mythbusters, who blocked me on X, I was going to say the T word, on X because he was talking about income inequality. And I'm like, you're part of the problem. Why don't you share some of your income? And then I got blocked. Anyhow, I do enjoy watching his videos on YouTube, and he talks about having tools, and I guess you got to talk about working in a shop and in your shop working effectively and looking for something is the most mending part ever. So two things. One, I'm like, oh, I'll put this in my drawer. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be total ass. Then I remember there's a system called Gridfinity. Gridfinity. Well, let's just drop you in the screen here, and we'll go. Which format are we going to use? We will use this layout and this screen. All right, so this is Tinkercad because unfortunately I have the brain of a 2-year-old, and this is geared towards young people using CAD. And so dang old Matt says he's used it on all of his uppers. So what I did here in Gridfinity, actually, let me drop something in here because it'll make more sense when I do that. Choose file from URL. And let's see, we're going here, date added. I want, let's do 3D printing. And then we'll do date added, Wheeler lapping tool, and base plate box. All right, so base plate. All right. So let me throw the base plate in here, and then I'll show you how all this stuff works. So what this is, this base plate, and boop, the idea is you can have it. So this isn't going to be the best illustration of what I did and how I did it and why, and let's make this transparent. So the whole idea is, boom, you see they sandwich together. If you sandwich them correctly. So yes, probably more like that. So yeah, the whole idea is you have a toolbox or a drawer in your toolbox, and you put multiple grids. So that realistically, the idea, let me actually, I wanted to rotate this 90 degrees. Let me rotate that 90 degrees. Let me rotate that back 45, 40, is it 22 and a half? All right, whatever. All right, and you will be able to see. So now if I do this, and actually, let me just move it over. Boop, and let me duplicate it and move that one over. So yeah, this is kind of weird. Tinkercad shows you the primitives all over again. So, and this will make more sense in this very second. And okay, so right here, you can see that the two bins to hold the Wheeler tool are being held together by that grid. Now, that grid is exactly the size of one bin if they're aligned in the same direction. But now you get the idea that you could print bigger grids. So I am printing one of these bins right now. It's going to be like 3 hours and 30 minutes on my printer. Where's my printer? Boop, over here. And let's turn the camera on. And let's drag that over here. Oh, can I not drag that over here at the moment? All right, hold on. Standby one. Why is this what? Right there. That's what I'm looking for. This button. All right. So if I drag this over, oh, are you not seeing it? Click assist resume. Oh, I'm sharing a tab. All right, let me go back to sharing a screen. Share screen and entire screen, and boom. Share. And okay, so, and let me go back to this. All right, so right now my printer is printing it out. Is that looking good or not? Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It just looked a little stringy there. So that is one of my Bamboo printers. I have an AMS, which is a material thingy, whatever. And I've got PLA, PETG, and ASA in it in one empty slot. And does it show you? Yeah, it doesn't show you here. So the goofy thing is on the phone app, it'll show you the humidity in the. So if I go devices and I select the printer, and then I go to the filament, which is the AMS, let's see, let me remove, move mouse, move, please. So you can see it says my AMS, the humidity is 20%. Anyhow, so I'm printing one of those right now. It says it's going to be 3 hours and 6 minutes and 38 seconds from now. But let me just show you what I did, how I did it, and let's go back here. We'll make that full screen. I'm just going to grab everything on that plate and move it over, and then grab everything over here, and boop, boop, just so I don't make a mess of it, I'm going to move that, and then I'm going to zoom in. So what I basically did is I made the, oh, and you're not seeing what I'm seeing because I moved that. All right. Bamboo, plastic is better, ain't it? Gotcha. And what chats did I miss? Try organizing hundreds of microscopic. Organizing. Oh. SMDs, niceys. So Johnny Three Bar, you do. Where's my soldering iron? No, actually, what's hooked onto my multimeter here? I'm actually doing a little bit of electronic project at the moment with single board computers, but anyhow, that's not this project. So what I did do is, so I grabbed a generic bin and then I put the things in it. So I made a model of this, and I made it just slightly oversized. So all of the diameters are a little bit bigger by like 1 millimeter, and the length I just increased a little bit so it's going to drop in easy. The jar that I'm throwing around twice. The jar here is going to go vertically, and then this flexi shaft that goes at a drill and screws in the back. Because never mind. So I kind of designed it. I don't know if it was a joke, but the guy that designed Gridfinity grids designed them that they're 42 millimeters. Wait, I want to drag. So, and let's go back here. So they're 42 millimeters squared. And I don't know if that's a joke. And let me know. Does Vulcan Rumble get the joke? I'm hoping Vulcan Rumble gets that joke. So, hey, Mr. BSer, how's it going? So what I did here is, so this, oh yeah, I can move all of these things. So I made, let's see, let me grab this object. So I made just slightly oversized by typically a millimeter in every area. Tri-aim surplus JTT compensated barrel. Okay. So I made this and just dropped it in and did Boolean subtraction. If I go Z, does it put it back? Yes. And then I made this to represent this flex. It doesn't really flex, but I just measured the fattest diameter of it, added a millimeter to it or 2 millimeters to it, and likewise with the size, added like 2 or 3 millimeters to the entire length, and then dropped it down into there. And so I'll put it back. And for this, I just, and this is stupid simple. So I'll just show you how I did that one. So I grabbed a cylinder. The cylinder if you wanted a little more round, you add more sides. I believe it was 39 millimeters, so I just went 39, 39. And what I then did is I grabbed a Taurus, and I forgot I'm going to make it 59. And it's a little flat. So I just brought it up a little bit. And then you can grab these two things together. And if you're lazy, you can center them like that. And now they're centered. And you can do a Boolean subtract by just dragging that around, and boom. So now I have this kind of shape, but let me just duplicate. Let me just drag this away. Whoop. And I'm going to just grab the bin. So here's the bin. So if, not what I wanted, I want to drag this here. So if I throw this in, it's going to be showing on the bottom of the bin. I'm going to show you a little clever trick with Tinkercad. So this is Tinkercad. Tinkercad is free. So I dropped this square that's a negative space onto the surface. So it's exactly on that surface there. If you drag this over here, I'll drag it a little wider. Okay. And then if I drag the top through the bottom, and I'm just going to move it down. So the default movement is 1 millimeter. So I'm going to move it 1 millimeter down. I'm going to turn the tray off. I'm going to circle these two. I'm going to add them together, or Boolean subtract. So now it doesn't have the full donut. I'm going to turn everything back on. I'm going to turn this transparent so you can see that it is not poking through the bottom. So that's kind of cool. So when you go to add them together, so let me just make that one piece again, and I'll highlight the two, and then Boolean add them together. Now I have this, and boom, it doesn't interfere with the grid system that's going to go on the bottom. Are you guys following? Anyhow, so I am working on AR-15 project. So first off, most of my garage, the things that I need to get at are on wheels now. So when my wife leaves and works and earns a living, unlike me, I can, what I also found out, clever hack, it's, believe it or not, it's not as hot in Florida as it is in most of the country right now. I'm 10 miles straight line from the ocean, so we do get some moderation from the ocean right now. Gosh, I would look up on the screen that JTT compensated barrel. Hold on. I got to turn the screen off. Go away and boop, exit full screen, and let me remove this. Let's look, because I did this once before, and years later, just recently, YouTube deleted my video because it, whatever. Aim. And am I 18 or older? Yes. And JTT. Compensated barrel. What? I don't want, no thanks. I want to pay full price. Cool. So these are Glock barrels with a port. All right, so let me take a look. Now, does the barrel stick out of the slide, or how's that go? Or I need a ported slide now. Looks cool. Good price. Is the style... Wife is still with the same company. I'm not sure. She's pretty much... Wow. She's probably there like 16, 17 years. So 102. Holy cow! Yeah, no, the let's pull this up, and actually, I could do it right here. So let's share the screen again. So weather in beautiful Jupiter, Florida. And it's going to show, since we're quote unquote summer now, we have a chance of afternoon thunderstorms. So right now it's 82 degrees. It's going to go down to a low of 77. It's saying for the week, our low will range from 77 to 79 degrees for the week. Our high will range from a low of 87 to a high of 89. That is unbelievably moderated. So, yeah. So, for all you people somewhere other than Florida, I know it's not good. And did Vulcan Rumble say there's a SIG? All right, hold on. I'm going to look back. Is there a SIG P365 version? Hold on. Searching for SIG. I would have to spell SIG right. Yes. Looky there. That's freaking cool. All right, should I add that to the cart? Don't tell my wife what I'm doing. Or do I get a fruity colored barrel also while I'm at it? Get the chameleon. I'm gonna add the chameleon. Oh, that's Glock 43. Dang. No, I don't want that. Go away. All right. If I click into it, is there only one color choice? All right, I'll check that out. Hit that buy button now. Buy now. So cool. And let's go back. So does this? So Tinkercad is free. Does that interest you guys at all? Is that kind of interesting? Semi-interesting? Did you follow along with what I was doing here? And so another cool thing you can do, and my mouse went dead a little, is you can add text. And I'm not typing in the right spot. I think I did a whole lot of wrong. All right, so we got text. No, I did it again. All right, let me try that over. Boom, text. Really? All right. Some things don't, because it's in a browser, do it right. And I kind of like the sans font. So realistically, if I was slightly more creative, I could make that negative, and I could drag that over here. And let's zoom into there, and I could rotate it and lock it on 90. Drag it over here. Let's go 0.5 millimeter in increments. Whoop. All right. So right, if I just touch right there and then go down, boom, that's a 0.5 millimeter, and that would imprint. So let's just do that. Whoop, I didn't want to move that. Let's add this and this together and see how that looks. What do you think? Cool? So now you see it says Wheeler in there, so you can add that. All I need is a blueprint and a milling machine. I hear you. Mike McClune, we had 4 days over 100 already. Whoa! Stifler Manufacturing, what's up? And was playing with Blender the same? And yeah, I'm not familiar with Blender, and yeah, so I'm a Mad CAD daddy with Tinkercad, and so that is what I am printing right now. Let's see, bump. Why is that? Oh, that's sitting there from an older. So this is what it looks like. Oh, that's funny. You can see I have 2 Bamboo printers. You can see the other Bamboo print head there. Okay, so the only thing I'm seeing a little bit is the corners curling. I hope that's not going to be a factor. I will be horribly disappointed. Yeah, Blender is a 3D program. If you need a product idea for, as far as I know, no one has made a guide or template for actually cutting the safety slot into a pre-existing grip module for the 320. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool idea. I hear you. Yeah, one of those corners, let's see. It's opposite of the far. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take a look at that. Yeah, I think it's okay. So what I could have done, I don't have the fancy release filament, but I could have printed PETG supports. It's fun. Visually from this angle, from the camera angle, I'll point at it. It looks like this corner right here. Do you see that? Can I make this screen full size? No, I guess not. It looks like this corner is up, but it doesn't look like it is. Anyhow, so I'm hoping this prints right. It's a 3-hour print, and thank God I got a Bamboo because the Bamboo moves fast. And yeah, Autodesk owns almost everything now, believe it or not. So let's see, that's. Ooh, yeah, I printed something, but I don't think I could show it to you. Maybe I can show you this innocuous knob. I'm not showing you well, it is my knob. So I printed this the other day. So this was a print I pulled down off of Thingiverse, and the print was printed on some older gen printer, and it looked like, a robot arm with a hot glue gun did it. Whereas, so when you look at the image quality, maybe I can show you this. There are a little bit of visible layer lines on this, and there was a flaw in the print because I printed a bed of items, and this could be something to rest your cheek on, if you imagine that. So yes, I printed something, which I'd love to show you the whole thing together, but YouTube might be mad at me. You want me to print it? Hey, P38 Wilbur, what's up? What's up? When is August coming? August? Wow, August is in a few weeks. Drew from Oregon. What's up, Drew? Drew's been texting me. He's been sending me some images and video of him shooting and doing cool stuff. So, in Drew, what I'm doing is I'm 3D printing right now something that I designed. Let's see, we'll go here. Boop. So I designed that to hold my Wheeler lapping tool for the AR-15. And I did get a rollaway from where did I get the rollaway from? Somebody had a better deal on it, and I looked up a whole bunch of videos. And Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, what's up? What's up? So I got a rollaway. I really need to do something so I can mount a vise on. I don't know if I just want to permanently mount the vise on the top. But I like having the vise removable. Ruh-roh. Yikes. Yikes. So I guess I'm just background noise for Stifler Manufacturing. Dude, I can't believe it's 11:30 and you're up doing that stuff. God bless you, man. So yeah, I'm just kind of so ideally maybe I could take something like this and have it fit on one of those trays and then lock in so it doesn't slide all the way around. I saw something kind of cool. Somebody took calipers and made a vertical this way, so it just drops in and holds it, and then somebody else did it this way. So this way it takes up more space, that way it takes up less space. I just a couple of things I have in my top drawer because when I'm CADing, so this is both inch and metric. I like to have this thing out. So I'm like, okay, 10 millimeters, 20 millimeters. So I know real world how big something is. Also, digital calipers. These are cheapies, but they work. And most of my CAD work. So when I'm measuring something, or like I said, if I'm doing something in CAD world, and a lot of times it just doesn't register with at least my brain until I see a physical dimension and match it up to what the caliper says. So let's see, what else have I printed I can show you? I printed this for the drone, and so you can put a rubber band around the drone, and then this rides on top of it. And so rubber band hooks on this side, and then the other end hooks on that side and rides on top of the drone. And it's kind of a minimalist case for Meshtastic. And yes, I only need a micrometer. And where GAD? What GAD are we talking about? I'm just reading I made coffee earlier and forgot about it. There's a microwave, man. You got to have a microwave. I usually, personally, I cook for the week kind of thing, and then microwave food during the week, so I don't have to think about eating or food, that kind of thing. Just me. Your mileage may vary. We had to suffer and go out for the most part, I do and I don't like going out to dinner. Definitely don't like going out for breakfast. If I ever do go out to breakfast, like if I was going to meet some of you guys at GOA goals for breakfast or something like that, I would eat first because I want to eat as soon as I wake up. So yeah, I want to eat as soon as I wake up. I don't want to be, wait, driving someplace, waiting for food, all that. Like pretty much as soon as I wake up. Uh, we were talking at the men's church group, men's Bible study. I don't know if we did was it the last video in a video series about keep every thought captive? And one thing they talked about was, morning routine and praying and, being available for God. And wait. Did Drew lose power? What? What am I missing here? So Mike McLuhan, I prep marathon cook on Sunday afternoons, reheat leftovers all week because I'm lazy. But I don't know if that's lazy or not. But here's the other thing. My wife tends to chore up on the weekends, and I'd rather, like, if we have to go to Costco, I don't want to do it on Saturday. I'd rather do something on Saturday and Sunday, and I'd rather, Wednesday, Thursday night, actually Friday night at Costco, like 6:00 is a good time to be there. But yes, throw in a couple of beers or margaritas and it's $30. Well, dude, my wife and I had small tacos. They were $6 a piece. Soda. They included 18% gratuity. I hate when they do that, but they do tell you at this one place. Right, I really like the place. It's at Harborside in Jupiter. Highly recommend. What is the name? Hold on, let me look at it. Calavera's Cantina. It says sexy Mexican food and craft cocktails. I don't know about sexy food, but whatever. It was good. It's really good. So highly recommend. Ooh, it's showing me on the map. If you're ever in my hood in Jupiter, Florida, Papa Chulo's Tacos. That place is good. That place is good. But yeah, my wife and I went out. It was like sodas, tacos, 6 tacos between us. It was $60. And I did wake DLD up. And he was sleeping. And M. Gabriel, what's up? What's up? So yeah, I was just talking about CAD work I'm doing. So a couple of life hacks. I'm trying to organize my tools, so I'm printing a tool organizer. The other life hack, so I learned this many years ago. I don't employ it often, but I really should. And by the way, speaking of should, you should go by definitionknives.com and pick up some of the finest EDC cutlery. And I want to thank Frag Out Designs for the logo. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. So another life hack is go out Friday night. Because if you go out Friday night and do something, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, it could be a free thing. One of the beaches I like to go to, because let me see if I can pull it up. Let me go maps. Come on. The complete list on how to stalk Flying Rich. And why does this map look weird? Here we are. Okay. Whew. And let me go full screen and bring this over and put me in bed. Okay. Not in bed, but embed. So this is the town part of my hood, not exactly my hood. But so what sucks about being on the east coast of Florida is you can't watch the sunset, except so we'll park like right over here and bring the dogs out, and I'll let Sunshine run loose, and usually she'll twice or so make a bolt back, beeline back for the parking lot. So this is famous Jupiter. You'll actually see in the winter you'll see manatees here. The Jupiter Lighthouse. All right, how are we losing the lighthouse? The lighthouse has got to be right here. Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah. So there's, trust me, it's right here. That's the lighthouse. So Jupiter Lighthouse. Another favorite place I like to eat is Utiki. That's pretty good. But Jetties, managed by the same company, a little bit better eating. I haven't been to the Pelican Club, so I don't know that place. Um, but yeah, where I was telling you, Harborside. Where is this Harborside? Yes, so Harborside is right here. It's kind of a cool place. You got a traffic circle here, parking garages, ample parking for free always. And the Mexican place, Calaveras, is right here. We're able to eat outside in the shade along the sidewalk. And you can walk along the bulkhead or where they tie up the boats. I think, is it right here? I've never been there. I've only walked by it. Um, I believe, yeah. So Tiger Woods has a restaurant right here. So that's the Woods, and let me just show you where Papa Chulos is. Is it right here? Right here. So parking is a little mad, but yeah, nice place. And my wife keeps heckling me. She wants a boat or wants to join a boat club. I'd rather just join a boat club because I think it's just more cost effective. Grand Buffet Knoxville. Coastal South has no seams. Oh, and what I was going to show you. So hold on. Let me go back over here. So what I got sidetracked on is this is called Du Bois Park. And the cool thing is you can watch the sunset here because across the water, kind of a little fictitiously, but yes, you get to see, look west and see the sunset. And I'm actually going to show you some photos I got, like undoctored. These are off my camera roll. Why am I going back so far? Where are my photos? I got the dog looking out the window. Dog. What? Really? I had some crazy like colors in the sky. You get the sunsets here. Yep, here it is. All right. And if I go, yes. All right, let me go full screen. So this, and let me turn off virtual background. Virtual background none. Why does it still look? Yeah, that totally looks like ass. Hold on. Let me upload it to the. And let me go. I got to go minimum here. Give me a second. And let's pull up this app. Wait, if I click share, it'd be better if I do local send. All right, so local send, open, and receive, and send. No files were selected. No, they were. And let's go open. Boom. Here it is. All right. Believe it or not, this is that park. No filter, nothing. That, like, I did a couple of different shots, but pretty much they all looked like that. So I'll take both dogs. The one dog, the black dog's Chelsea. We'll push her around in a carriage, but Sunshine we let kind of free range, and she just walks around and sniffs and whatever, does dog things. Boat bust out another 1,000, right? Right. I mean, boats are more expensive, at least than the plane that I have to maintain. That is, dude. It is so gorgeous here. I mean, there are so many. If you, I have a problem. I'll stay in the house all day long. I won't go out. But yeah, Florida is really impressively nice. But legit, I've got a number of pictures. Let me go big. Let's see. Remove. Sorry for the crudity, but they all. I just took a whole bunch of photos. That's the lighthouse. All right, how many pictures did I take of the lighthouse? Whoop. Oh, I did a. Let's see. Is it like a 360-degree? My wife with the doggies. Another 360-degree. Lighthouse. Anyhow, there was barges there, but I mean it can be really beautiful. Also, the water here is like that Caribbean blue. It's just so crazy. It is. Let's see. And if I spelt maps right, let's see, maps. And where did I zoom into? All right, legit. I just opened maps and it showed like North America. So yeah, this is like my hood, and legit, this is what the water looks like. So we'll go Jupiter Reef Club, Marcinski. So whoops, what happened? Donald Ross, so Marcinski right here. So if you, boom, oh, they did beach. So legit, if I go to the beach, I'm going right here. I can't believe the water never looks like this. It's highly unusual for the water to look green like that. But they did have people walk along the beach. This is like a bad day. The water doesn't. They had people walk along the beach with backpacks with the 360 camera on them. Yeah, the water looks much better than that most days. It legit is these colors, which is kind of crazy. And let's see, let's take a look at Mar-a-Lago, which is, I believe, right here. No, Blue Heron. Let's see. Oh, all right. It's actually straight in line with the airport, and there's a little barrier island, a little bit of parking here, and this is Mar-a-Lago right here. So I know at the end of the first presidency, they put a helipad there, and then they took it away. I don't know if they're going to put it back again. But when Trump is here at Mar-a-Lago, and I think this pool is part of Mar-a-Lago, or there is a pool here part of Mar-a-Lago. It says Mar-a-Lago Beach House here, so I guess that is probably it. So usually, like if you're hanging out here or if you come by and the president's here, there'll be a Coast Guard small boat, like 20, 30 footer with a 50 cal full auto on it hanging out. So it's kind of cool. And let's see, President Trump's plane is usually parked up. So this is not Air Force One. That's his. You actually can read it. It says Trump right there. It's parked right there typically. And they'll park Air Force One over here usually. So yeah, not that that's my hood, but kind of. And while I'm rambling about stuff, let's see, where don't I live? And there's an airport. This is the airport I used to fly into, North Palm Beach County, or they'll call it just North County Airport. So this is the airport I would fly into, and I was looking at property over here for a while so I could get to the airport quick and work on my plane, but didn't quite go through as I planned. But anyhow, yeah, I have ads turned on. I figure I'd monetize something. Oh gosh, yeah. If you're into photography, you'd be outside all the time. There's so many beautiful things. Kurt 24. Hey Kurt, how's it going, man? So I guess I'm getting like all of Dark's people normal. Yeah, Florida's super pretty. So that's the scoop. Just figured I would tune in, say hello. I'm starving again and I'm not allowed to eat. I'm still doing the Body for Life diet. And I think, let's see, let's take one last look at the print. The print looks like it's doing good. Let's see. Can I join my live stream? Let's see. StreamYard. And enter studio. And I'm going to turn off. Now, if I turn off this microphone, if I mute myself, that's what I'll do. I'll mute myself here. Actually, mute. Okay. I removed me. Hopefully, I'm not echoing. Okay. And we used to be in Lehigh Acres. So you're a Florida man, huh? I hear my doggy. All right, guys. With that, I am going to tune out for the evening. You guys have a great Tuesday night, and I'll be talking to you soon.